Alright, welcome everyone. Another project, actually on time today. Another from the iSolder store. I'm not sure if that last one was from the iSolder store or not, but that's when I found it. I was looking at my little Weevil project up. Saw this little. They make a fidget spinner and a top, and I got the top because I'm too old for a fidget spinner. I'm not planning on becoming a soldering tool channel, but I thought this looked pretty cool. It's sort of straightforward. And oh, you gotta scan for the instructions. Okay, so it's not a no, they didn't bother printing. Well, maybe there's something printed in there. Maybe that's it too. But this one does not include the batteries according to the website, and it's also been currently unavailable. I bought it. It was $5.99 when I bought it. Just a couple 3 weeks ago. A couple weeks ago, right? Not even 2 weeks ago. And since then, I don't know if they can't import them or what, but there's no longer available, currently unavailable, and doesn't know when it's coming back. But I still figured I'd go ahead and knock it together. I don't know what most of these things are. I do recognize the LEDs. I've played around with them before. And then, other a screw, I know that one. Let's say a few other bits and bobs. And I think, like I said, when I was doing that Weevil one, that was the first real electronic soldering I'd tried to do. I'd done plumbing soldering, but that's a whole lot easier with the torch. And let's see here. No, it is definitely scan the instructions and do it. But like I said, there's everything that came in the bag with it. Does not include batteries, but it does use the same batteries as the Weevils, so I just salvaged out of the Weevils so I can do this today. I'm gonna go grab my iPad and hit that QR code, and we'll get going on this thing. So right back with that. Okay, seems pretty straightforward. The only thing that's going to confuse me is the difference between these two, because I can see that they got different stripes on them, but they look, to the untrained amateur, they look very similar. I can see there's an extra green stripe there, but like I say, it's pretty straightforward. We go. Looks like. Oh, I moved. On here at 1, 2, 5, and 6. Get these guys. Then 3 and 4. Cat got into something up there. Go with those guys. So I think we're gonna be okay. Okay, so just start at the start and proceed. Did receive a tip in the comments after last week's video, or week before last video, the last video I guess I should say. So I'm skipping 3 and so the ends. Okay, yeah, so this goes in the not ends. Told me sort of bend these out. It'll hold them in place for us. And then get my handy dandy hand out. Hit none of the traces. Yeah. I don't think it'll be an issue, but okay. I'll see if I can remember how to do this. Got my solder. And I checked, and it is actually a $6 soldering iron at Walmart. And let me actually trim off the end here. Get my lead out. And it shows, because it's getting, even through the insulation, it's getting a little warm. So let me set it here. A little bit more, I think. The other way, so I can get Alright. Next one, keep those in line. I don't know which ones. So like I said, I don't want to mix them up. Out a little bit to keep it in place. All right. I think this one. I think I can hit this one over here. Oh, I got it. Okay. I think I did. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And I'll keep doing this. I'm gonna splurge and spend like $12 on the next soldering iron. I got a couple more projects that I bought at this point. No. I splurged for the good handy hands too, and I didn't getting all loose on me. Okay. One that so I wanted to get some more practice in before I tried. You know what? I'm gonna bring this one over this way so I can get heat on the back side. Same thing here. Okay. I may actually be getting the hang of this. Our last, this guy. I don't know why. Yeah. I think it is easier to take it off the clip to. And lefty, so let's take them that way. Missed on that one, bud. There we go. Use my camera to do the inspection right quick. It looks, best I can tell, looking pretty good. Take these off and I also have to splurge on some better cutters. Well, that seems to do the trick, but I think I've worn the end out. Okay. Well, that one got a little tall on me. Probably when I readjusted, but hopefully it'll still be okay. Should be. Back in there. Move these out of the way. Alright. Now, do those the end too. I'm trying to decide if I want. I was thinking about being greedy and trying to do them both at the same time, but I had second thoughts. Yeah, I don't want to. I've got. Now I'm thinking I've got a little bit of room here on this one to get. They're not crammed right against each other. So. Maybe I will. I'm going to go the other way because I'm upside down. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Yeah, they're not. I don't know if I'd call it plenty of room, but there's room between them. Yeah, I'm going to have to let this thing cool down. Either that or I might have accidentally hit the... on that. Still don't look like it's one right. There we go. Ah, we're cooking. Yeah, I'm going to unplug that for a minute and let it cool down because it's getting a little warm there. Don't want to melt my handle or my hand, either one. Okay. Pop these guys off while we're letting that do that. Look, see. Yeah. Looks pretty good to me. Hadn't melted through the whole PCB yet. Alright. Get it out of the way. Okay. Must be something on this end, but I'll let that one get a little tall too. Alright. Now, what's the next? C1 and C2. So these guys, little ibuprofen looking dealios. And then we do the 3-prong ones above that, I think. And these do have to be, you know, they have to match the shape. Looks like they got the. So I'm gonna make sure we get those, which shouldn't be that difficult to do. Okay, and okay. Guess I'll plug it back in and get going again. Maybe. Oh, reach it. Okay. So. There it goes. Looking down too. I did get a little burn there. I must hit the shaft. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, this corner's. Okay. Back on this one now. Didn't like that. Gotta let that heat up. So, okay, this one's. Okay, so I need to move this one back up, get access to it. Okay, it's gone. I got a shadow or something over here. It looked like it wasn't working. Okay. Good. I am going to do these one at a time. Can't even see. Alright. I don't believe that one's going anywhere, even if it wanted to. What I'm worried about. Yeah, it didn't quite. I was worried about them touching, but it looks like I'm good. Just barely, but that's all you need. Barely counts. Those all had some velocity on. Okay. Just kept a little too. A little bit. Okay, I don't want them to stay in place then. Yeah, this middle one didn't go, did it? There it goes. Okay. Okay. Looks like just, like I say, there's a gap there, so that's all we really want. Okay, now the LEDs go next, it says, and we're going to make sure and do positive and negative. So, positive's on the top, and the longer pin is positive, it says. So, like that. escaping. The smoke, but it didn't go away. There we go. Pin positive. Okay. A little more cooperative on that one, sounds good. This is going to be the ugly side. Really wanted to, I could clean it up a little bit, but okay. Okay, stand. Repeat. Okay. Velocity on that one too. Let me turn these down a little bit further. Okay. All right. One more here. Longer. Alright. I think I just did that one by accident, lucky. And best I can tell, those are all looking good. Ooh, let's see. This one doesn't actually. Is that just a shadow? No, I think I need a little more on that. Just yeah. Go back in on that. Yeah. I think I did get that. That's better. No, everything looks good. The best I can tell. And what comes next? Let's see here. Okay, so one piece switch at S1. Which one's S1? What do I got left? Okay. So those are only pieces left to solder, so that's got to be you. And okay, and they are this side. Oh, this is a centripetal switch. Okay, so when you spin it, I think that's what that is. Makes the connection and lights up. Cool. So it's not going to be on all the time. That's. I guess I could go back and look at the part. Okay, yeah, they just call it a switch, but I think that's. Alright, but that's. So when you spin it, it forces it out. Yeah. So cool. On there. Okay. Helping hand is don't give it a good grip. There it goes. And maybe a little more over here. I don't think there we go. That looks better. It may have just been a shadow, but I feel better reinforcing that one. Okay. Still, yep. Okay. Now, these guys gotta straighten that out a little bit. Make sure I get the. Got that little tick right there on the line, so I know where this guy goes, best I can tell. Those are in there. Actually, let me just use. I think that'll. Yeah. Maybe I won't destroy it. Bigger. Let's see here. Heat this much of it up. Not sure if that's working. Let's see. Guess I'll often find out, I guess. Not first time I've tried to solder something flat. That one's still moving. This side's good. That side's not. Okay. Okay, I think. Yeah, I got a nice flow on that. Let's see if I can do that again. Okay. I think. Looks like. Yeah, okay. I think we got it. Now, do that one more time. Here on the other side. Battery clip straightened out. That guy goes on that side. Was in place. Okay. And bigger thing to heat up. That makes sense. It would take a second to. Can't tell if I'm hitting it. I think that did. It's ugly, but I think it'll do. This side I'm not so sure about. Yeah, I got a good bit on there, so I think that should be it. Test it. Oh, I guess I should have done that before I unplugged it. It feels secured. Now, I think it's just a matter of installing our spinny bit. So that's the part that lights up, so that's what I want to see. So move through here. Just happen to have an electric screwdriver right here for me. Okay, it does spin, that's good. I don't think it's balanced at all. Probably me more than that. Okay, but I'll put my solder again, pump that in. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, but like I said, that's how I was taught to do it with plumbing solder. Now, let's see, positive up, positive, get you in there. Here. Okay. Piece of acrylic here. Okay, I'm a little bit shocked it worked. May not show all of y'all. Let me. Okay. It wants to come to me. Okay. It's more impressive in person. I'm not saying it's not, but it. Oop, just unscrewed it. Guess I could do a wider shot. Yeah, that is. I was doing this. I was expecting failure. Especially once I saw there was a switch on it. Get back over there. But that's, yeah. I don't even know if it'll let me link it. I'll try and link where I bought it. It was $5.99 plus 2 batteries. And the camera doesn't do it justice. This is a really cool little effect on there. So it's what can I do? Does it show with that button? Nah. Of course not. Yeah, too bright to show, I think. But it's, if it ever comes back in stock, I recommend this. This was a fun little build. I'm digging that. All right, I'll call that quits. I've gone, let's see, longer than I meant to, but like I say, it's a little bit of an involved build. I'm enjoying these little side projects. It's fun to build, like sort of expand my skill set. Always looking to add more abilities on. I've already used my soldering on my main channel, so that's where I normally use crimp connectors. I used soldering to connect a switch, so that was nice. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in a couple of weeks.